I said, this was when I was a sophomore, every year, he just kept encouraging me, and he gave me my own assembly. So I wrote special songs for the assembly. Assemblies were something that was supposed to be educational, you know. So I don't know what he was doing. But we had a group, and there was 8 of us in the group for this assembly. I just put together a group, my sister and Mark Ebner and Gene Mason, and who I later ended up being in this rock and roll band with on Capitol Records. So we did a thing. Okay, now we're singing, and the curtains go down, and while we're singing, because it was the end of the assembly. You know, an assembly is a certain amount of minutes, like 40, 45 minutes or something. Then everybody else to the next class. So the curtain went down. So we just sang until the curtain touched the thing, and then, you know. So we heard people applauding and applauding, and wouldn't stop applauding. Now, usually when the assembly bell rang, people jumped up out of their seats and went to the next class. Because if you get there late, you get a tardy notice. You only can get 3 of those a year. And then I don't know what they did to you. Something I didn't tell you, Vern. But the audience stayed there, and so I peeked out the curtains, and they were all sitting there, and this guy named Kurt, who I knew, he was a friend of my sister's, or vaguely knew my sister, he was standing up on the chair facing everybody, standing up on the armrest of the chair, going, sit down, don't go to class. Don't go to class. And nobody went to class. Well, some A students went to class. But the majority of people stayed in their chairs, and we all got pulled into the dean's office. It took him 2 or 3 weeks to process. And I didn't cause this revolution, you know, this sit in. And the dean, he believed me, but you know, I had to convince them because he thought maybe I did. So here, because he trusted a student, he gave a student special privilege, and the student could have abused it. And it was Kurt, and Kurt got kicked out of school for like 2 weeks. I didn't say it was Kurt, just that everybody else said, well, Kurt told us not to. He said, just sit there, man, don't go to class. So this was in what year, 1962 or something? That we predated the sit-down strikes of, what school do you go to, Ellen? Yeah, Berkeley, yeah. So we preceded the strike. We struck first, years before Berkeley thought of the demonstrations, yeah. Now is everybody seated so I can get back to reality? I forgot some of the songs you mentioned. Can you tell me again?
What's the doing? You must have forgotten my wife over here.
I remember your wife.
Walking backwards.
Huh? Yeah, right. See, I don't have a list on top of my guitar like every other single person in music. Because I don't think we should live that way. I think we should just be natural. And you know, this is an unnatural situation. I didn't just happen to come here tonight and find that you had all just happened to come here. So this is kind of a synthetic moment, and I've been to concerts where the whole concert was kind of artificial, and I just don't want to live that way. So that's why I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I thought I would sing some new songs tonight, songs that, yeah, and yeah, oh, Lydia. I'm not singing old Lydia. I do want to share a little bit of my background with you by bringing up one of my friends from my background. We were in a band called The People, in San Jose in 1966, and Capitol Records signed us to a recording contract, and we did a couple albums, so I want you to welcome a good friend of mine, Jeff Levin. Jeff's a professional. He's got a wire. Jeff and I moved to Los Angeles around the same time in '68. Jeff's got recording studios down there, and he does what you call soundtracking for TV shows and background music themes, stuff that people don't pay attention to. But if it wasn't there, the kind of music wasn't there during the TV show, it would be even more boring than they usually are. This is a song that I wrote back then when I was thinking of being a kid, not realizing that at the age of 18 I practically still was a kid. I thought I was going to write about my young struggle to figure out what was life all about and what should I do with my days. It's also what children experience as they're trying to learn to walk. Can you hear Jeff, or should he turn up louder? Is he coming through? Okay, great. you gonna sing with me, Zucchini Mike?
When I worked with Larry, I have to say I never really appreciated him. Even though we had a tremendous amount of talent. I mean, coming here tonight, after 28 years, it was like I was laughing and really getting into the lyrics. Of course, I've matured a little bit in 28 years, but it was such a pleasure to hear him perform, to play with him too. And in 28 years, you can learn to appreciate things more. And he is really a tremendous performer, having performed with a lot of people now. So it's a pleasure to be here tonight, and I appreciate you all having me.
Okay, Jeff's gonna play the next song, because he knows the chords, and I know the words. This is a song we recorded with the band, and this was on the radio all the time, and you guys probably didn't hear it, but we heard it way too much. So, what to sing. heaven, oh heaven. There was a woman I was in love with. There's no need to say her name. No matter what might happen, you know I'm probably always gonna just love her just the same. Love's kinda like meeting an angel from heaven, you know what I mean? Love is so hard to explain. All right, take it, Jeff. I got this black leather jacket. It's been kind of worn through all my youth. And I wear dark sunglasses. Sometimes it makes me feel just like William Booth. So don't ask me nothing about scripture. You know I'll just tell you the truth. All right. Hey, that guy Gary that came up here and talked to you before, he was in a band with me in 1970. Oh, did you say that, Gary? I wasn't hearing what you said. Did you ever say we were in a band together? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so they know. I just love you, man. I didn't kick him out of the band. Yeah, I remember now.
You were the leader. You had to kick me out of there.
No. What happened was it was real cold, and we were all living down in Los Angeles, and I wasn't there, and it was real cold, and Gary wanted to warm up the house, so he put a fire in the fireplace, and then he climbed up on top of the roof, and he put a board on top of the chimney so that all the heat would stay in the house.
Quick!
And what do you think happened? So really, the band broke up. It was you didn't get fired. We just all got kicked out, you know. And it was. I felt like God wanted me to put back some pieces, and so I got Gene, who used to be with me in the band, and we got a bunch of our old friends that we knew who weren't in the band. And we got together to do this benefit concert for the Israeli fund. We wanted to raise money for this fund. And that's why we got the band back together. It wasn't really supposed to last very long. And we all got out of the house safely. Okay, so you were never kicked out. He never did anything. And then some years later, he totally blew my mind. He said that something happened in his heart, and he understood what he did not understand back then, that it all just came together. You know, no man comes to the Father really unless the Spirit draws him. So it's not really the words that we say to one another. Perhaps it's our love that we give to one another that has more force than words. You know. Well, should I do a new song? Would that be okay? Well, most of these songs I wrote in the hospital, so they kind of have a theme running through them.
Somebody else has to do that.
Yeah, you been in the hospital?
Yeah, both times, yeah.
You mean the time you were born was counting one of them?
He's no good to sing my song.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Somebody else. I don't have more room.
I don't have my song memorized either. That's why I got these pieces of paper. Okay. Good. See, I got like page 1 and 2 of some of these songs, but they're not together. I'll just start singing and say okay, I'm not going to sing this one full force, and I might not be able to sing anything else, but this is a loud song. You gotta open your mouth. Don't play no games. Learn to walk around. Don't live in shame. Love one another. Beat the drum. You gotta rock the flock till kingdom come. All you mothers and fathers living in this world, treat your children better, so every boy and girl can grow up stronger and not feel numb. You gotta rock the block till kingdom come. Gotta speak the truth, scream and yell, crank it up so they can hear you near the gates of hell. Don't cry, don't close your eyes, don't hide your light. Shake off the fear, jump into the fire. microphone is not really as loud as my vocal microphone. And I'd like it a little bit louder, and then I won't have to play so hard. And I will back away instead of turn it down, and I'll try to listen to the sound bounce off the walls. If you could just turn the guitar microphone up past where it says folk music. Is that better? Can you hear the guitar better? Okay, because I'm singing way too hard to try to... Yeah, there's some power. Okay. This is another song I wrote in the hospital. This was when I thought I wasn't coming out of the hospital. I've been in 16 times, and this time I had developed a new problem, and they called it sudden death syndrome. And I was over in Holland. I thought I was well. My doctor said, well, you've been sick for a while, you can probably go do something. And I don't really know what it's called in America, but I mean, my doctor in America was familiar with the term. It's not actually a medical term, but he said it describes possibility. So at the time I thought, well, okay, I'm having sudden death. And I had it the next morning, had it again, so I wrote this song. Goodbye. Rock and roll. Okay, this was a couple nights before I had the sudden death syndrome happen to me. I was on stage with the band Orrin Holland, and I was playing electric guitar. It has a lead. I don't play lead. It has what they call in Europe a lead. What do you call it over here? A chord, yeah. And I call the chord this, so I get confused. A lead. So anyway, the song was ending, and I didn't realize the song ended. You know, I was up there playing along with some blues number. And then all of a sudden the band stops, and I'm still playing. Thinking, wow, like, I just messed up this ending. And I thought, well, they don't know that. They probably think we're going to do another song. What song do I know in this key? I couldn't think of one. I thought, well, now I've done this about 18 or 19 times. The tension is building, the boredom is... So I just thought, well, I'll just make up a couple words and I'll stop, you know. So I said, which was parallel to what I was feeling about not knowing what I was doing. I sang, I don't know what the future holds. Because I didn't.